Hey guys, this is the Investors Channel, and today we're going to talk about how the trade war is taking a huge bite out of Apple. Alright, so we know these iPhones are probably expensive enough as it is already to buy anyways, right? But it may become more expensive with the trade war. In case if you haven't already heard, President Donald Trump on Thursday said Friday he is considering levying a 10% tariff on $300 billion in Chinese-made goods imported to the US, including smartphones. It's bad news for Apple, which is already dealing with slower iPhone growth. People are just holding on to their phones for a while. People like me. This is my phone. I've had it for about, I don't know, how many years was it? Oh, 6 years. And this phone still works. I can still call, text, and email people on the phone. And as you know, guys, there is already $250 billion on tariffs for Chinese-made goods of 25%. And if you don't think that's bad enough for Apple, the tariffs are going into effect the same month Apple usually releases their new iPhones. They usually release in September, and guess what? That's when Trump's additional tariff is starting too, in September. However, the company is banking on 5G for 2020. So Apple did try to appeal for a waiver for the tariffs, but Trump said if you made it in the United States, then you wouldn't have to pay any tariffs. Which basically means that he rejected their appeal for a waiver for the tariffs. Maybe they thought that since they're already a big company, they're like one of the biggest American companies, that they might be able to get an exemption, but they couldn't. So they are trying to move their production out of China, like about 5 to 7% of their production, but it will take about a year or a year and a half. Also, guys, if iPhone growth is slowing down because people like me keep old phones, because these phones still work, then what does that say about all the wearable technology and other technologies that require the iPhones? Does it say their sales go up or down? That it goes up because, well, it's not an iPhone and people still like it? It may also be affected by tariffs, and you need an iPhone to use it. It might still work on your older iPhones though, so. And not to mention, recently, new iPhone sales have faltered 12% compared to last year, which is about nearly $26 billion in revenue this quarter. So if the iPhone sales are falling, that probably means the Apple Watch sales are falling too, because it wouldn't be compatible without an iPhone. Unless you're going to buy the Apple Watch and use it on your older model. I guess you can do that too. Anyways, guys, the Apple shares are falling, that is true, but I wouldn't recommend it yet. Maybe I would watch it for a while, see if it falls even more, and then recommend it. But if you already have Apple, do not sell, because they are still a great dividend-paying stock. And this trade war, as I said many times, will not last forever. Also, guys, I want to know what you guys think about Apple. Do you think they're strong for the long run? I think they are. Or do you think this trade war will affect them to a point where the damage is irreversible? If you like this video, please don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe with bell notifications so you never miss out on another video, comment letting me know if you have any questions or concerns, and share. Once again, this is the Investors Channel.